Geraint Berry, stand up, please. Together with Michelle Mills, you planned to kill Christopher Mills. You devised the plan and led its execution. You recruited Mr. Thomas to assist you, and that evening, whilst intoxicated, you equipped yourself with items that demonstrate that your intention was to kill Mr. Mills, probably by gassing him, and to make it appear to be a suicide. However incompetent that plan was in its formulation and execution, and however unlikely it was to be achieved, your intention was to kill. The steps you took in preparation to accomplish that aim were no fantasy. They were a chilling reality. Your plan was thwarted by the remarkable fortitude and courage of Christopher Mills, who fought you and your accomplice off. Your mental health issues do provide some limited mitigation, but you have demonstrated only limited insight. I have made a modest reduction of the sentence to reflect the fact that the plan to kill Mr. Mills was highly unlikely to have succeeded. For conspiracy to murder, you will be sentenced to 19 years imprisonment. For the possession of an imitation firearm with intent to cause fear of violence, you will be sentenced to 18 months imprisonment. This will be served concurrently with the sentence for conspiracy to murder. You can sit down. Michelle Mills, stand up, please. Together with Geraint Berry, you planned to kill Christopher Mills. Geraint Berry may have been largely responsible for devising the method of killing your husband, but you had encouraged Geraint Berry to execute that plan. The evidence strongly suggests that in the weeks leading up to the attack, you cultivated and exploited Mr. Berry's animosity towards your husband and encouraged him to find a way to get rid of him, not as some fantasy, but in reality. From his text messages to you, you knew the chilling truth that Geraint Berry was on his way to Carnarth that night. After the plan failed, the speed with which you set about destroying the evidence of the messages you had exchanged with Geraint Berry shows that you knew very well that they would incriminate you. Your principal personal mitigation comes from your lack of previous convictions and your childhood trauma, but the aggravating factors in your case mean that your overall criminality is equal to that of Geraint Berry. For conspiracy to murder, you will be sentenced to 19 years imprisonment. For perverting the course of justice, you will be sentenced to 18 months imprisonment. This will be served concurrently with the sentence for conspiracy to murder. You can sit down. Stephen Thomas, stand up, please. You played a subordinate role to Geraint Berry in the use of an imitation firearm to cause Mr. Mills' fear of violence. You have no relevant previous convictions, and your personal circumstances at the time of the offence mitigate the sentence that would otherwise have been appropriate. You will be sentenced to 12 months imprisonment. It has not been suggested that the sentence for this offence should be suspended, but I am satisfied that the seriousness of the offence means that appropriate punishment can only be achieved by a sentence of immediate imprisonment. However, given the length of time that you have spent on remand, the effect of the sentence that I have imposed on you today will be that you will be released once the necessary formalities have been completed. Unless there are any points that need to be raised, that concludes the sentencing hearing. The defendants can now leave court.